first of all, how you guys doing? How's everything?
We're good.
Great.
Yeah. Taking it day by day, just trying to figure out new creative things we can do to keep our, creativity flowing and whatever, the work ethic going. Yeah.
Are you guys low-key losing your minds? Because I'm over here literally about to start like knitting or something like that.
I wouldn't say low-key. I'd just say we are.
We are definitely losing our minds. Yeah.
But I think it was worse a couple months ago.
No, it was. It's getting better.
I think it's getting better.
Why? You know what's funny? I feel like the start of it was easier for me, but now as we go on to what is this, month 4, month 5, whatever it is, it's getting worse because I'm like running out of things to do. I'm running out of things to watch, and it's just me. You guys have like each other. You know what I'm saying?
That helps a lot.
That's a lot. That's the plus side about it. Yeah, that's what I like look forward to in the quarantine is being able to be quarantined with them. And not a lot of people get to say they're like living with their best friends and stuff. So there's a lot of fun things and creative things we can do with one another to keep each other afloat and keep each other happy. Yeah, and for the most part, we do that. So
yeah.
So what have you guys been doing besides sitting on the floor rehearsing?
Well, we have a couch, EJ. Well, we've been playing a lot with music. Honestly, we've been hanging out too, just doing regular person things as far as like playing games with each other. If there's a hoop open, play some basketball with each other, and park, whatever.
We do a lot of recording. Yeah, writing a lot. Honestly, a lot of TikTok. We've been doing a lot of that as well recently.
Yeah.
So
It's so funny how TikTok passes the time, or being in a pool playing Pong is a good time too. You know what's funny? I saw that picture and I was like, first of all, number 1, I need to find out where you guys live, and number 2, so I can come over and I can play with you guys too, because I'm just like, man, I need something to do.
Yeah, it's fun actually.
We're a bunch of fun. We like to come up with tons of things to like I said, spark our creativity and our interest with not just one another, but with the band as a whole. So,
Absolutely. So how did you guys get together?
Ooh, this is a
Plot twist.
quite the story to tell.
It was destiny, EJ.
Our current manager, Amy Netto, she works over at BNG currently right now, but she works on us on the side. But she found us on the internet. She had like a list of guys she wanted to put together a pop country boy band. And I was part of the list. He was part of the list. So we got this email. I was living with him at the time in LA. We got this email saying, hey, like, we're starting a boy band, blah, blah, blah. So I got in a meeting and I came back home and I was like, John, this new boy band opportunity that I'm in, it's so cool, dude. And he was like, oh, really? I got the same email. So he went into a meeting and you can like carry
on. So I went to the meeting, heard some of the songs that they had lined up and like the creative aspects of it. I was like, this is dope. I just want to be a part of it. And then we got Bloom to be a part of it because he's just probably the most wicked musician that I know.
And we met him on a TV show called Boy Band.
Yes.
Ironically, we were on a show
called Boy Band. Yeah. I'd actually met him a year before that on the finale season of American Idol because we were on that together. And then we found.
So you can tell they're all tied together.
Yeah. And this guy's my best friend. He's been my best friend for years.
Yeah, I didn't know any of these guys, but I lived in a really small town and. Amy's best friend actually found me online, and they sent me an email, said like just some information about it. I said, yeah, let's get on a FaceTime call. We got on a FaceTime call. I instantly said I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It didn't take much convincing.
He kind of grazed over it. He lived in a very small town of 800 people in Alton, Missouri.
Yeah.
And we just started finding him on the internet.
Not a single stop.
Literally nothing. It's so small.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. You know what's funny when people talk about like how to get put on and things like that, I think it's super important to put yourself out there online because you never know, number one, who's watching, and you never know where that opportunity is going to lead you. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people get discouraged from that, but look at it. It's a success story.
Wow.
100%.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking when you were putting your music online, or you just wanted people to hear?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I know I definitely wanted this kind of opportunity at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would happen at 18, though, or actually 17.
Yeah, 17 at the time.
I was still a minor when I got the first information of all this, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it would happen this fast.
So we're locked down. We're in quarantine. You guys are together. Came together. How do you feel like it's been? I want to say difficult being creative at this time.
Coming out of
It
that,
goes
right?
like for me, it goes in waves. Like, you know, sometimes it's like it's kind of nice to just be like, especially in the beginning, it was nice to be like locked in, like nothing else going on, no distractions, and like locked in. But then, like as it like started just getting like month 3, month 4, month 5, it's like, okay, I'm in the same place, same 4 walls around me. You know what I mean? Like, and then it started getting like stuffy. So I feel like, but in the beginning, it was definitely like it was easy creatively for sure.
It's a roller coaster, man. Emotionally.
That's just life.
Yeah, but I think we're learning how to accept the lows, even the lows, and get by them to get to the highs. So
When you guys are writing, is it a collaborative effort, or is this one person will write? You guys all chime in.
everything,
It's
man.
both, yeah.
Everything. Someone could write a whole
Duos,
song.
trios, all 5 of us.
Yeah, I mean, someone could write a whole song and then bring it to the band, and we could, you know, do our own edits and help that song out, or we could all collectively get together and, you know, throw melodies and verses out. It's really fun when you have 5 different creative minds. So
100%. I was reading something that you guys would describe yourselves as pop country. Pop country.
yeah.
How would you describe that to someone that's watching the interview right now? What's your definition of pop country?
I mean, you know, the best ways is just showing the music, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
because, you know, a lot of people hear country, they get turned off or anything, but, you know, we come from 5 people from different states all over the country, you know, with different musical influences growing up.
Very different.
And they're just all kind of packed in this one, you know, it's very crossover. It's I would just say listen to the music, you know. I mean, I wouldn't really put labels on it. It's just more so listen to the music.
We take that organic feel and storytelling feel from the country music and incorporate that in the pop, you know, in the pop world as well.
Yeah.
We just love the way, you know, when we listen to country music, you paint this picture of this story, and you don't hear all these other sounds like the 808s and like the hi-hats and stuff. It's just completely raw, and it's from the heart, and I think that's what we love doing right now.
Absolutely. Well, you can definitely tell that from Why Me. Just with the instruments and things like that. Tell us a little bit about Why Me. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, but why not you? Why not you?
Well,
I see what you guys are doing, but I was like, you know what? Why not them? But go ahead.
Different perspectives.
That's seriously. There's a lot of perspective you could have on this song. For me, I look at the song and I'm like, wow, I feel so grateful. Yeah. I feel so like, why me? Like, you know, and when I look at the band, I'm like, why me? Why am I in this band? I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that this project is happening around me. I have these dudes around me. So that's the way I look at it.
I mean, something that we've had to talk about a lot and we have to continually learn is that, you know, we're not just 5 different guys anymore. We're one group. And part of learning that is, you know, you don't deserve what you have, you know, 100%. You know what I mean? Because no matter how much hard you work, there's always going to be, you know, it's going to be a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, we are blessed to be a part of this opportunity. We're blessed to have each other. We don't always get along. We don't always agree, but we're blessed to have each other. And there's no reason why. We just, why? Like, why? Why do we deserve that? And it's just because we're blessed and we're just really grateful for it. You know?
So the same thing goes with the relationship and correlation to the song. You know, whenever you meet that significant other and you feel like, to the point of she's so perfect for you, you're like, how did this happen?
Yeah,
why me?
That's what it is. It's just like,
you're asking God, like, wow.
Like, wow, why me? I know, because if you flip it the other way, like how I was saying earlier, why not me?
We do that. We do that for like our TikTok trends. Like, you're going to your toe, why me?
It would come off hella cocky. So when you guys are like on TikTok and things like that, how do you? Because you know what's funny? I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I'm like, coming up with a TikTok, like, I feel like it's the worst thing ever, because you're like, is this funny? Will it be funny? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all do that?
Just a couple hours ago when we were taking over, you know, KIIS FM's TikTok, we were sitting around on the couches and we're like, what's next?
You hit it right on the head. It's like, what's good? Is this going to be good? I think this is funny. Is this going to be good content? Like,
and we came to the point where we just kind of just put things out that we want to put out. And see if it does well. If it doesn't do well, then better luck next time. So,
Do you guys overthink it a little bit?
100%.
Yeah, all the time.
Every time.
Like little details within the
every
video.
time.
But we get into a rhythm with it. And honestly, a lot of the rhythm some of the rhythm comes from like filming a lot on TikToks, but a lot of it comes from just watching hours of TikTok and knowing what people gravitate towards, like on the app, what kind of content. And so we just kind of get into a rhythm of what we think is going to do well.
And how we can incorporate
how we
music.
incorporate our stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Do you guys feel like that you are still learning each other?
Oh,
I
100%.
think so.
I think we're also
Yeah.
all changing all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
That's the
yeah.
thing, yeah.
It's just like we're basically married to each other. We're spending all of our time together. We're working with each other. We everything we do is together. And
Live together.
we
Each
never.
other for our successes.
I don't think we'll ever get to a point where we're going to stop learning about each
Well,
other.
here's the thing, and it's not just for the band, it's for all relationships of every type, is
Right.
that it doesn't matter how well you've known someone, you have to choose to know them in the present tense every time you're with them, and they're changing and they're going through things, and their interactions with other people apart from you are changing them, and you have to love them anyway, even though they're changing, and it's just like, it's so complicated. But yeah, I mean, we're constantly learning about each other and about,
That's real.
I feel like when you live with someone, it constantly adds another level to the situation. You know what I mean?
Because your personal life and that work life are
Starting to clash.
Right.
Yeah, and that's something
It
that
gets
we're still learning.
overwhelming. We'll lie about it.
We're still learning that now. Like we might have a complication with like one guy or a couple of dudes will have different opinions than the rest of the guys. That's the hardest thing to get over in this band is when somebody else thinks another way than another person. Because we all we have so much confidence in what we feel is best for the band. So whenever those two things clash, it can get it can get a little crazy sometimes. But at the end of the day, the thing that we won't ever forget is how much we love this project, how much we love one another, and how confident we are with what we're doing and how we're going to get there. So.
Yeah, I think we've all kind of made the conscious decision to we're going to make this work and we're going to get through whatever it is. So if we ever run into anything, we just kind of find a way to work through it.
I think it's definitely making us better people.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Which it is hard to accept because even in saying that, you have to admit that you weren't what you had to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it feels great that you're growing, but also you have to admit that you needed to grow, and that's hard. But it is making things better.
Vulnerability is a big thing.
Yep.
When it comes to becoming a real man, like I think we're really like helping each other become men here.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
You're like real life adults.
What's that?
We're growing up.
So when you guys have like a disagreement as a group, right? How do you settle that? Do you guys like vote amongst each other and then the person with the...
Actually, put on boxing gloves.
Yeah. I was about to say we can sit in a circle and we take turns.
Here's the thing. We actually on our very first trip,
I believe that, by the way.
On our first trip, we actually got to meet with some people who have been in the industry for a long time, and I'm never gonna forget that night. It was really cool. And one of them, he told us, try your best to be unanimous on things because you're in a boat and you're all rowing together. So I mean, there's some times when we just cannot budge, one of us or two of us on something, and we have to vote. We have to figure out. Listen, we have to do this, but we really do try to express our opinions and express our feelings and try to get all on the same page because otherwise you're going to fight against yourself. That's very hard.
Staying open-minded and staying open-hearted for one another. Yeah. I think taking a big breath before you overreact is a good thing that I do personally. I've noticed some, we kind of sit there and we're like, all right, this is not what I'm thinking, but I'm going to listen, and that's a big thing to do for one another. And I think we're getting better and better as we go. So,
What's your sign?
Me? Oh no, I don't want to say it. Can you guess what my sign is?
It's so funny because I'm thinking to myself like, okay, so he's level-headed, but then maybe he's just saying that during the interview.
Dude, I'm a Gemini.
Shut up. Which one of you are talking right now? I have a question. Out of the group, like, what is who's the most like stubborn out of the group?
Stubborn?
We're all so
Yeah.
That's actually not even.
All of us.
I think we're all stubborn in different ways.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to say who's most likely to change your mind. And I think that's probably you or I.
Say John's the most stubborn.
I don't want to call any of y'all out.
No, I know.
It's kind of seriously, we're all really stubborn.
We're all pretty.
It just depends on the situation. There's certain situations where others are more stubborn than others.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And that's all from passion. So,
Yeah.
No, 100%. I feel like when you strongly strongly think about something, or you feel strongly about something, that's because you're passionate about it. And when you're passionate about the music, you know what I'm saying? So I get that 100%. What's next for you guys?
Dude, I mean, just new music.
Yeah, I mean,
we're talking about a new single right now.
Yeah.
So
And
Hopefully a tour someday
as soon as we can,
Mhm.
as soon as we're allowed, we're getting out there.
I mean, yeah, just progress.
Shows.
Just keep going.
But
Music. Growing our social media, and I mean, but music is what we're working on really hard right now. We're going crazy on it.
Yeah,
We're really trying
keeping
to.
this boat moving forward.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys jumping on and chatting with us. Thank you so much for that.
thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much
having
for
us.
having us.
It's so much fun.